Hello everyone and welcome back to the another session of GA4 updates. Today we are going to talk about the essential changes that happened during the month of March and April. So let's get started. We are all well aware about the events in GA4 and then marking them as conversions. Well, moving forward it's going to change or it has already changed. Now, all the marked events which were earlier used to called as conversion in GA4 or Universal Analytics will be renamed as key events. Now let me show you how it looks. Uh, Over here, we have a diagram that shows us we have events which falls under our GA4 property, and then out of those events, you can mark important one as key events like purchase or newsletters. And then out of those key events, you can go ahead and define them as conversion through your Google advertising platforms. So let's go to our Google GA4 property and look at how it works. So over here in the admin, we have data display tab, and under that we have events. And one thing to notice, under the events, we have key events, which was earlier as conversion. Now, if we click upon events, you can see all the events getting collected on your GA4 property, and then you can mark them as key events. Once you turn the change them as key events, they're going to appear over here. And then you can go ahead and send them to Google Ads account or any advertising platform and mark them as conversion. So let's look at how it looks in Google Ad account. Over here, we have the goals, and then under goals, we have the conversion, and under that, we have new conversion action. So over here, you can click upon it, select the platform from where you want to import that data. Over here, we will use Google Analytics for property and web, and then click upon continue. Since I haven't connected my test GA4 property with my Google Ad account, we are not seeing those key events over here. So we'll show this in later stage. But yes, uh, that is how you can bring your key events from your GA4 property to your Google Ad account. But the question is why they renamed conversion to key events? And here is the answer. It's not just changing the name, but how it's getting collected. The purpose was Google is ensuring that conversions are being measured in a consistent and similar manner across all its platforms which are connected to their GA4 properties. Because a lot of users were seeing difference in the data that was being appearing GA4 property and then which was appearing in their Google advertising platforms. So in order to ensure that consistency, they have made these changes. Now, the second update that we are going to talk about is related to advertising conversions only. Now, since all the marked events are now being called key events and conversions are the key events which are specifically related to your Google advertising platform, Google has created a predefined report that focus on those advertising conversions. And that report is called as conversion performance report. Let me show you where you can find it. So you can go to your advertising section and then you have your advertising collection, and then there it is, the conversion performance report. It is going to collect the data for all the key events marked as conversion in your Google Ad platform, and then you can analyze its performance over here. You can understand the definition of these metrics pairing, and if you want to learn more about it, you can go to the official document that Google has provided over here. So it's the conversion performance report, and then we have the conversion versus key event reports. Now, the point is, now one thing to consider over here is if your GA4 property is not connected with your Google Ad account, you're not going to see this report. There are few prerequisites that we must understand. So let's talk about them first. Your GA4 property must be collecting the data, which means it should be accurately set up. Second, GA4 must be connected to your Google advertising platform. Third, at least one event in your GA4 property must be marked as key event. And the fourth one is at least one key event must be marked as conversion in Google advertising platform. So let me show you how it looks if you haven't connected your GA4 ad account, GA4 account to your advertising platform. So I have one of my testing account over here. And if I go to the advertising section right now, I'm going to receive this message. It says like I have to connect my advertising platform in order to generate these reports. So you have a drop down menu over here from where you can select different platforms that you would like to connect to your GA4 property. And then we're going to move forward with the Google Ads account only and get started. I'm going to click upon the option I have, then Google Ad account and confirm. Then next, and then submit. Now the link is created, and over here, earlier we were not seeing any property. Uh, so I'm not seeing any key events over here. The reason is I had already imported two key events from my GA4 test property over here. So let me show you how it looks. Over here, we have the conversion goals. And then these were the two events that I already brought in into my Google Ad account. So you can go to your admin, and then under the admin, you have your key event section. And then you can see generate lead and purchase. We shifted them over here, and now we can see purchase and then generate lead. So that is how you can mark your key events as conversion. And if I go to my Google Ads account, Google Analytic account, go to the advertisement, you see I have those predefined report ready with me, and they are showing me the two events that I brought over there, the purchase and the generate lead. That's how you can convert your key events to your Google Ads account and mark them as conversion for your bidding purpose. So let's move ahead and talk about the last update we have. It's not a big of an update, but still it can be useful. Now you can create your own primary channel groups as default. What it means in Google Analytics, you can go ahead and define your own channels which are going to appear as a default channel dimension in your traffic acquisition report. For that, just simply go to your data display section. Under that, you have channel groups. Then over there, you can define multiple channels, and out of those, you can mark any of them as primary. Now, here is the setting or rule section for those. One thing to notice over here is that the data that Google Analytics provide to these marketing channel are in a waterfall order. So basically, any channel that you define in the order is going to get populated first. And then you can go ahead and define the rule for these. And then if you go to your reporting section, and under that, you have your acquisition and let's say traffic acquisition report. You have your session primary channel group marked as default. So yes, these are all the updates that we have for the month of March and April, and we are looking forward to hear from you what other essential updates we can consider that happen for GA4 in these 2 months. Thank you, everyone.